Yo, what's up, everybody? My name is Christopher Audley, and this right here is another fresh episode of Voice of the Underground on the Morgis podcast. Superstar ME in the building.
Woo woo! Ba 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 ba! Yeah, it's your boy, Superstar ME.
Superstar ME. You know, last time, we shot about a lot of things,
True that.
You actually rated the African music scene and talk about, the people that you appreciate, and some of them you want to work with them.
True that.
For example, Nasty C. Are you able to work with Nasty C right now?
Currently, no, but I wish to work with him.
All right.
Music is all about being in the right place at the right time and everything. Like when I met AK, we actually performing on the same stage. We met and we chatted, so that's easy. So I haven't really gotten a gig where we meet and sit there and talk and everything. And also I've not been able to reach him personally. Yeah, so that's it. But I'm looking forward to that. Really looking forward to meeting him.
Been a long time, man. So what you really up to right now?
For now, I'm actually pushing my music.
Right.
I dropped a single. If you noticed, it's called "Fire Burn Them."
Fire Burn Them.
Yeah, so it's an Afro single. Basically,
right.
It's talking about all the haters, all the people that want to put you down, all those people that think that you can make it, you can be somebody in life. So that's a song for you. It's like Fire Burn Them.
Are you still sticking with the Afrobeat thing?
Yeah, like I stick with music. Afrobeat it has a special touch. It has a special place in my heart. You understand? I do Afrobeat, but I also touch other genre of music. Like I said, I do passada, I do hip hop. Because reason being is that as an artist, you need to be versatile for collaboration's sake. Like somebody, you want to collaborate with somebody like Awilo Logumba in Congo. The kind of song is the rumba. So you must be creative, because somebody like that can do justice to you in his country. You need that market. You need the Congolese market. That's why collaboration is all about. Collaboration is for you to tap into a particular crowd. You understand? So I want to be versatile so I can have a lot of collaborations.
Okay, Superstar ME. That's a producer.
Yeah.
What you working on as a producer?
What am I working on now? Basically, I'm working on my song. I'm working on an album. I'm actually working on an album.
All right.
I want to drop an album. Hopefully, I wanted to drop it this year, but because the venue I wanted to use was fully booked, I tried to get out that venue. So I might be doing it maybe beginning of next year.
All right.
Yeah, or later before June, before the winter, I'm going to do that album launch as well.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm working on. I'm working on an album as well.
All right. Maybe some other artists as well.
Yeah. Yeah, I've got some other artists I'm actually featuring. I've got some other artists I want to feature as well. I'm looking forward to featuring Latam from Nigeria.
All right.
I also got some of my close friends like Jay. Featuring Jay on one of my single. I've got some other artists, Tim Mula from Zimbabwe as well. I want to feature as well. Nasta, obviously. God being so kind, I'm going to get you on one of the track as well.
All right.
Yeah.
Superstar ME.
Yeah.
So it's not chilling with you, man.
Yeah, so nice chilling with you.
You talked about, the music industry in Africa and South Africa, Nigeria.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Has anything changed that you want to touch on? Like, you always you spoke about the industry in South Africa, and you made some comparison. Can you give us some comparison how it is now, and started from where it was then?
Yeah, I think for me, for back to South African artists, they are not hungry enough.
Still not hungry enough.
I think they make one song and they make a hit, they make money, and they relax.
All right.
You understand? They make one song. That's why you see, you hardly see artists from South Africa that last more than 5 years. Like actively. I mean actively. Like if you go back to Nigeria, you talk about Davido has been there for years, Wizkid has been there for years, you talk about Mr. Easy, he's been firing, Burna Boy has been there for years, you talk about Olamide, he's been there for years, pushing for years, actively. Every year there's something new, Tiwa Savage, mention so on and so forth and everything. But in South Africa, you hardly see those artists that are, like you see, he dropped the single this year, and this next year is keeping up the pace, and it's keeping up the pace. You can say, oh, this artist is actually getting better, bigger by the day. You understand? So that's the only one of the challenges I think South African artists they have. They're too comfortable. They're too comfortable with their home.
So what do you think can be? What do you suggest as a producer with so many years experience.
Okay.
What do you think they should do?
I think first of all, association. Like they say, iron sharpeneth iron. You understand? If you meet the right people that always inspire you, there's some people that I normally sit with that I am so inspired by them just talking to me. So people like that, they actually make me want to do better.
All right.
Like there's some people that will do a new video like, wow, I want to do a better video because they push me. They make me want to be a better person. So for such artists, the only way they can grow is to be under either friendship or mentorship with somebody that's ahead of them.
Wow, that's awesome. Speaking of Nigeria and South Africa, I see that a couple of the Nigerian artists, has been like, some people, Burna Boy, and all over the world, certified international. What was a secret? What are they doing right?
Like I said, first of all, it's your test for greatness. You understand? If you're comfortable with your zone, you won't grow. If when you're hungry, like now, I was speaking to somebody behind the stage, and I said, I'm going to UK in January 11th for a tour. It was my test for like, okay, I've been here, though I've not done too much here, but you'll be so shocked where your music is more appreciated.
All right.
You might be in South Africa, but your music is not appreciated here. Instead, that's why you have statistics. You go on YouTube and say, okay, where is my music being played? Like I can tell you now, most of my music, my streams come from Brazil.
Wow.
My stream. I just did that research office. I know, okay, a lot of people on my YouTube and my visual, okay, people from Brazil, they actually listen to my music. You understand? So now it's what does it tell me? Like, take the music over that side. You understand? So it's my determination want me to go that way. I want to take my music that way. So if for the only way you can get the music across is for you to have that will to try, you need to spend money. You need to invest money. Okay, let me just travel and do a tour. Like I can tell you, there are so many Nigerian artists that they go on tour that they were not even invited. You understand?
Yeah.
And they do free gigs. I'm telling you, even big names. They go on to. I remember when I was doing a show for P Square. I was in 2015. I know some artists come in, Emi, can you put me? I want to be on the lineup. I'm like, well, this guy is big, but it's wisdom. He knows that when he comes to that event, he's tapping into another set of crowd, which is the Nigerian market. You understand? So the ability for you to say, okay, you know what? Let me put money and let me travel this way. Let me see how they're going to receive my music. Let me do a radio tour. Let me pay people PR service for them to do my radio tour for me. So that's the first way to grow for South African artists.
That's nice. Speaking of Brazil, okay, speaking of London, UK. Yeah. Why not Nigeria? Like, have you ever tried taking a tour of Nigeria?
Most definitely.
See how
currently
right
I've gotten about I've got about 20 venues in Nigeria.
All right.
That they want me. Like in Lagos, I'm in connection with some PRO team. Last year this year I ought to perform for our governor.
All
right. But because the deal, I asked them, you guys need to upfront me. I can't just go to Nigeria without me being upfronted.
Obviously.
Payment first.
Yes.
So they got, just come to Mola. I didn't want to take that chance, because that's my home. I'm not in the haste to go to my home. I know I can go anytime. You understand? So, but going there is not an issue. I have a plan of going back to Nigeria because Nigeria is the giant of music in Africa. If your music is loved in Nigeria, you win the whole of Africa. You understand? So my aim is to go that I'm actually pushing some of my music over there now in Nigeria. I'm trying to do some more promotion in Nigeria. Reason so that when I go there, they already know part of my songs.
Wow, that's awesome, man. That's awesome. Superstar ME.
You know what time it is?
Let's laugh a little bit.
That's awesome, man.
How is Oginiki doing, man?
Yo, Oginiki doing very well in Uganda. The response I got from Uganda is crazy. And the video, there's a demand for the video. I'm actually working on the video. Currently, I want to do the video hopefully at end of this month or beginning of next month. I'm looking forward to doing the video this month. You understand? So the more promotion of Oginiki is going to kick up when the video is out because it's easier for you to push an audio when there's a video. You understand? So I'm actually working on the video because the video actually tells the message of the whole song and everything. Yeah.
Tell us a little bit more about Fire Burn Them.
Fire Burn Them came as a result of I mostly write music according to my current situation, you know.
All right.
You know when people like, this guy's not tight, this guy's not good, this guy can make it. Who does he think he is and everything? He just came yesterday. He think he's a superstar and stuff like that. So that song is all about for the haters, those people that want to put you down, that think no, you're not good enough. Who's more GTV? Who are they? They don't know them. They're not in no international platform. So the song is for the like fireburn them. Those people that want to put you 6 feet below. You understand? All those people that they think you are nothing, you're worthless. You understand? So that's the song. The song is made for them. So I actually featured one of the biggest, or I would say, it's my mentor in Afrobeats.
Afrobeats, okay.
It goes by the name of Femi Koya.
Because you said there's a difference between
Afrobeats and Afrobeat. The Afrobeats is one of the whiskey, the new school, the new infusion of sounds and everything. The saints, like I said, the saints. But Afrobeat is the original sound from Fela with the horns. You can hear the horns, you can hear the guitars, and it has more of percussive. It's more percussive.
Welcome back from that breaking transmission. Back again with Superstar ME in the house today.
The homes of the Mojis.
Superstar ME. We were talking about record label, independent, and non-independent and all that. All right. Yeah. Presumably you also want to get to the mainstream record label, as you've just said. All right.
True.
Yeah. So then I was stressing about the situation whereby artists, after record label has helped them, all right, to some certain level. I'm saying help maybe because I'm speaking from a record label point of view as well. Then artist comes back a couple of years later to say, no, I got ripped off, and they put all of the name of the record label in the media and everything. Good example that I want to touch on is local superstar MT, with his record label, the fallout and everything. What's your take on that kind of situation?
So when an artist say I've been ripped up, how does it mean? Because I know record label, they always tell you percentage. They tell you, okay, we're taking 60%, you taking 40%. Does it mean the record label, they no longer give you your 40%, which was originally stipulated on the contract, or they still give you the money, just that now the money doesn't look big anymore because you've been taking it for, just like your first salary of 7,000 is very big, 7,000, but when you take that 7,000 over a period of time, it becomes very small, like this money doesn't allow me to do anything anymore. Is it the case, or is it because now they don't pay you the 40%, they're paying 30%? So on that, if the artist, the record label still keep to that stipulated agreement, then the artist is ungrateful, because you knew fully you are of age to know that this is right or this is not right. So you can't come back after 3 years or 4 years like, this guy, they're ripping me off.
All right.
Instead, what is written is written. That's why I see most of the times the record label, they always win, because everything was documented. You understand? So like you read it, you signed it. So you can't come now and say, no, we're ripping you off. But in the case where the record label says, we're going to do this and this and this and that, and it's not done, then the artists have a right to do that.
All right. But we all knew the situation with money, like money depreciates. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like if you have a contract, maybe for like 5 years, and the inflation rate, at the beginning of the 5 years, like your contract, you think you're satisfied with the money that you'll be paid. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but then economically, as things move up, things change, petrol rises, and, apartments and homes and everything, food prices and everything, clothing, the prices multiply. So do you think that it's kind of something that record labels should always do, that they have to renegotiate their contract terms?
Yeah, that's why I said you need to read your contract. You need to also seek guidance and counseling before signing any contract. Okay. Because that's why they always say you can negotiate your contract. You can actually go and say, okay, I like this term, but this term I think is, let's fix it.
All right.
You understand? For example, if you're renting and you're leasing a house, they tell you that at the end of every year, there's a little percent increase.
Yes.
I don't know if you've seen it in the contract. So it's something that as an artist, you can say, okay, you know what? I like the contract, I understand, but why can't we add those few clauses to it and everything? So if you don't add in the beginning, you can't come and be asking. You just plead. It's not going to be, you can't demand it.
Okay.
This time, you can't demand it. You're just going to plead nicely. For me, I know if I was signed to a contract, I'm saying it here, get whole play this back 5 years from now. If I'm signed to a contract and I agreed on that 70%, and this guy's okay, we're gonna do 2 and 3 and 4 for me, and I've seen it with my eyes, I won't go back and say no, you guys didn't do anything for me.
Wow.
I'll give you an example. I had this little girl that signed under my record. MH's Production is a record label as well.
Obviously,
Yeah.
that was my next question.
Yeah. I actually had this artist by the name of Z the Toxic.
All right.
Z the Toxic was a 13 years old girl when I met her.
All right.
Never sang anywhere. Nobody know her. I brought her from scratch. She started doing her first song was 13 years. And I can tell you from where I met her to where she is now. She's got a video that's about 1 million views on YouTube.
Wow.
She's got an official video I just released as well. That hopefully next month is going to play on Tiny O and Trace TV. I can tell you from a record label perspective, I can tell you I've spent a lot on her that she doesn't even have a set idea of how much I've spent.
All right.
Reason because personally, I go and negotiate deals. I negotiate gigs for her. I get gigs. Okay, let's do this gig and everything. And many things I do on her behalf without her even knowing. Transport I spent to and fro. Now, it got to a point that she came on and say, you know what? When she was becoming famous on radio, the sisters they start coming in and want to know how much Z is making. I'm like, what? But you guys were not here when I started picking. When I picked this girl from the scratch, nobody was there. The only person that knew was her, the mom and the father. We signed the contract together. This is why you come in. I know we need to know this. Then I got offended. Later I said, no, let me be transparent. I don't want to let them come in. I brought her in. We went to the first gig. The first gig she went, she couldn't stand. She fought. He and the artist they fought because we finished around 2 a.m. The artist want to go home, and she said, no, I can't drive you to your house in Cosmo because your Cosmo house in Cosmo is far. Let me just take you to my house. You sleep in my house and you go to my mom. I said, but you don't know. These are the things that I do on my own without complaining. I'll Uber her. Even if we finish a gig by 3 a.m., I'll make sure I Uber her back to Cosmo City.
Exactly.
But now you can't do that. So she got fed up. She left. Now it got to a point again. She said, "I want to cancel my contract." I said, "Why did you want to cancel the contract?" She came with the parents to we had a round table meeting. I listened to everything we were saying. Like, you know what, we want to cancel the contract because my daughter feels that things are not going in. And I told them one thing. I said, you know what, the name Z the Toxic was known because of me. If somebody production or any record label is eyeing her, it was because of the investment that I've invested in her. Yes, that now you want to go out because of what? Because you're not having gigs. You're still listening. You must know she's a small girl. She's very young. She's very young, and there are many things I can't do that. On many clubs, I can't take her to a club because she's still young. She's underage. Understand? So after speaking to the parents they came and said, "Oh, we're really sorry because we actually saw what you've done for her. We've seen how she have grown. We are sorry. It was a mistake. We could have come first to speak to you before coming with her." And that's how we came back into contract. I gave them a new contract. So those things happen in the regular, but you know, it's stipulated when there's contract binders put everybody in check. If in case you forget the memory that it was 10% or 20%, you watch the contract. Okay, I agreed and I signed it. Yeah.
All right. Nobody knows it better than Superstar M.E. Superstar, man.
Ask Google. Assistant Jesus. Someone say Google is the assistant Jesus.
Yeah, what's up, people? Ladies and gentlemen, Superstar M.E., voice of the underground, More G's podcast. Peace.
We good.